So, is there any
Yeah.
particular celebrity that you would want to meet for like 4 or 5 days? Do you have any person in mind?
Ram Gopal Verma.
So if I had to be truly influenced by him, I would never say I like Ram Gopal Verma. I would say I'm my own unique self. Naveen, I love the pace at which you talk. It's the perfect pace. You know, you don't talk too fast, you don't talk too slow. I love the pace at which you talk, and I want you to maintain it always. Great. So tell me this, Naveen. How has your progress been going? Are there any new things that you're struggling with right now in terms of your English?
Cannot speak fluently and
Okay. So, what are you doing these days? What are you working on these days? Are you watching something? Are you reading something in English?
whenever I have free time, I'm just listening the English conversations and my recorded sessions.
All right, recorded sessions are great actually, and I think
Hmm.
it's one of the best places to start with revision. You know, because we have a tendency to be repetitive with our mistakes.
Hmm.
So watching people correct you and then repeating the corrections, right? So any tutors correcting you, try repeating any of the corrections that they've mentioned. That'll really help you a lot. All right, so you feel like you're still struggling with fluency and vocabulary, right? So what I'll do is I'll give you a couple of activities. Have you tried doing the activities that I suggested last time?
On that, you gave two topics, extemporic,
Yeah.
extemporic topic.
All right.
Yeah, among that, I choose one topic. I spoke for 2 to 3 minutes about on the topic.
Lovely. That's great. So have you seen the topic that we have for today's session?
Yeah, it's about bucket list.
Yes, it's about bucket lists, right? All right. So
Yeah,
tell me this. Do you know what a bucket list is, Naveen?
yeah. In my bucket list means in our wishes, nothing but our wishes, right? Which we want to do.
Yes. So the concept of bucket list is basically about with regards to the certain number of things that you'd wish to do before you die, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
So a wish list is more like it's more plausible. Do you know the meaning of this word plausible?
No.
Plausible means anything that seems possible, that could actually happen. In fact,
Okay, you asked me possible. POSSIBLE, possible.
no, possible is different. Plausible is slightly different.
Okay.
Let me spell it out for you.
Mm.
Plausible actually means that this thing seems like it is something that is actually so possible means it is a possibility that it might happen, it might not happen, right?
Okay.
Plausible is actually, let's say I come and tell you, Naveen, would you be able to fly like without an aeroplane or anything? Would you physically be able to fly someday, right?
No,
So that
we
is
can't.
not, yeah, so that's not plausible, okay? But let's say if I give you a small jetpack that releases a lot of, pressure towards,
Equipment, all those
yeah,
equipment.
so that it's
Mm.
defying gravity. Now that seems like a plausible solution, right? Then you can
Mm.
combat gravity. So that's plausible. It can happen. Possible is it might happen. Are you seeing the
Okay,
difference?
plausible. Yeah. Possible means it can happen, it cannot. But
Yeah.
plausible, it's 100%. It's going to happen like
Yeah.
plausible.
If you try to do it, you can do it. And now it's up to
Hmm.
you whether you want to do it. Okay?
Okay. It's a
Yeah.
possible thing. Yeah.
Yes, it's a possible thing, and it's confusing. Right. Well, it's a wonderful word. Try looking it up as well, and try looking up examples of how people use it. Okay, that will
No.
really help you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Today only I listened that word from you. This is the first time plausible. You lent me a new word in this.
Ravi, I'm happy I could give you a new word. Right.
Mm. Yeah.
So basically, anything that wish list is like I could do this, like it seems doable. But a bucket list is like, let's say, meeting your favorite actor. Now it's not something that you can do. Maybe that actor might not want to meet you. Maybe that person,
Yes.
I hope not, but they could die, right? So it's not something that
Mm.
you can do, something that you wish to do, right?
Mm.
So that's a bucket list. So is there anything like, do you have a bucket list of your own?
No, actually, when I read this document only, I thought about that.
That was the first time we thought about that. Okay.
Yes, but I
Till
heard, this word I heard many times coming to this session, and today only I thought, okay, what I should write on that bucket list and what are the things. Initially, I remembered, okay, where I want to visit Goa, and that is one of the points.
visit
Yeah,
Goa. Okay.
yeah, I want to visit Himalayas and Himalayas.
You want to visit Himalayas. Why Himalayas? See, I know a lot of people want to go to Goa, so that I get. But why
Mm.
Himalayas?
Himalayas, actually, I watched a movie called Yavade Subramaniam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Everyday
when
super.
I watched, it's a Telugu movie. After watching that movie, and I decided, once I want to go to Himalayas, I want to climb any mountain from
Ah,
Himalayas. But
okay, that's
earlier
amazing.
also I had that idea, but after the movie,
You got more determination to do it. Like you were like, I have to do it
yes,
now.
yes, I have, yeah, I have determination, but due to my schedule and due to my work hours, nowadays, it's quite, impossible like that. It's possible thing for me, but I, comparing to my schedule, a little bit busy. So, yeah, I will go in future.
In the future someday. Let's. I hope you go there. I don't know.
Thank you.
Uh, if I had to think about things, I don't have a bucket list as such, but yeah, there are some things that I do want to do. Like I wanted to work for one of my favorite authors. I want to work in her publishing house, like the publishing
Mm,
house that she's working with right now, and see how
okay.
she writes and how she works. That's something I always wanted to do. And I wanted to, so you know how people want to meet celebrities? Like, somebody wants to
Mm,
meet Salman Khan. I always wanted to meet my favorite author. And like any author,
okay.
like any of the people that I read of. So I
Mm,
met this very famous author called Marcus Zuzak when I was in college. He was on a book
mm,
tour. So he
okay.
had come to our
Did
college.
you meet him? Did you meet him?
Yeah, so I actually attended a session that he took on, how
Mm,
to creatively write things. And then he was kind enough to click pictures and give autographs to all of the people who wanted. So I actually got his
okay.
autographs. It was so cool. So yeah, I just wanted to do that. Have you ever wanted to meet any celebrity or any like super famous person ever?
No, I don't have that wish. What we call, I don't want to meet celebrities. If I have a chance, and I'll spend days with them.
Oh, okay,
I
that's
just feel like a guest. I don't want to go for at least 5, 10 minutes and 20 minutes, 1 hour. Yeah, I don't have that type of vision. If I have choice, and I will spend days with them.
would you want to tell me why would you want to
And
do that?
yeah, means for actors who I like most, and for 5 minutes, for me it's not enough, and I don't want to take a selfie, and I don't want to take a autograph from them. It's for my wish, right? And I want to spend more time with them, and I want to go outside. I want to work with them, uh, like that.
Well, it's actually really cool. Now that you say it, I want to do what you want to do. I don't want to meet them for a couple of minutes. I also want to do this only. Work with
Yeah.
them and meet them for a couple of days. Sounds like
Yeah,
fun.
imagine how, yeah, if you have a choice to spend 2 or 3 days with your favorite celebrity, and how
Yeah,
it
it'll be
will be
so
there,
fun.
you will enjoy most, and it will become your memorable, very
Yeah,
memorable, right, for your lifetime.
true. And there would be so many. And the fun thing is, they would also have memories of me. Like, I definitely have memories of them. But because
Hmm.
they spent, oh, that's a cool plan. Okay. I will officially change things in my bucket list and make it like heaven. So, is there any
Yeah.
particular celebrity that you would want to meet for like 4 or 5 days? Do you have any person in mind?
Yeah. Ram Gopal Verma.
Ah, all right. Lovely. It's a great
Yeah.
choice.
Mm,
So, you want to learn something from him? Like, what's his routine like? Or do you want to teach him something? This is
yeah.
how I like.
You know, what we can learn from means, don't follow others, and you just be unique and follow your heart, and those are the things. And if we like, if we follow Ram Gopal Verma, means, in itself, we are not following Ram Gopal Verma, and we don't like Ram Gopal Verma if we think in his way.
True.
I like Ram Gopal Verma, but coming to the when I things like Ram Gopal Verma, and I don't like him. I'm unique, and I don't follow him like that. Here,
If
two
you
things
actually
at
want
the
to
same
follow
time.
his, yeah. If you actually want to follow his footsteps, then you will not never say that I like someone. You would want to be your own
Mhm.
unique. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Yeah, yeah. And you tell me and what you understand, and I didn't tell proper sentence.
Ah,
You tell me.
so the thing, so the thing is, you were speaking really well. It got slightly confusing. Okay. So I would
Yes.
want you to use a slightly more effective word to explain that, right? So
Mm.
rather than saying I like, I'm sorry, I forgot the person's name. Let's say I like person, A, okay? But I like them. But if I was actually truly influenced by that person, if someone influences you, you try doing things their way, right? So influence is a great word you can use here. So if I had to be truly influenced by him, I would never say I like Ram Gopal Verma. I would say I'm my own unique self. Okay. So two things went missing there. One, you did not know how
Mm.
to frame that sentence, so you were not pausing at the
Yes.
right places. Hence, it was difficult for me to understand. Two, you did not know the best word you could have used there. Okay. So
Okay.
two things. Mhm. All right. So we have around 2 minutes left. I'll give you
Mm,
some
sure.
mic. All right. It's very close to the information that I just gave you. Okay, Naveen, I love the pace at which you talk. It's the perfect pace. You don't talk too fast, you don't talk too slow. I love the pace at which you talk, and I want you to maintain it always. Okay,
Okay.
now when it comes to the words and the vocabulary part, first is I don't want you to constantly tell yourself, the words don't come to me only. If you keep saying that, then the words actually won't come. Okay, don't do that, but otherwise, try to think of solutions which are slightly out of the box. Let's say, where I sit in front of my laptop, like on my screen, I have a couple of words or post-it, sometimes pasted. See, I'll show you one. This one. I had a meeting earlier, my job meeting, and I had to make a few
Okay.
points. So I put it on my screen. So now it's on my screen. I can see it when I'm looking at the screen. You can't see it clearly. So that's a
Mm,
benefit of
mm,
the online world. Okay. So let's say you're about to join a Clapingo session. Make it a point. Okay. Today's mission is to use these 3 to 4 new, very efficient words that I've learned.
yeah.
Okay, to set personal goals for yourself. What will happen is you will also feel that you've achieved something. Not just a conversation with a teacher, with a speaker, but you've also had a personal level up, right? If you get confused, you can ask that speaker that I want to use this word. I'm not able to understand how to use it very well. So can you help me with the usage? Okay. So set small goals for yourself, small achievable goals. What will happen is it gives you a sense of achievement. So that is what I want you to do with your vocabulary. Okay, try using, and I try to have a word of the day. And so I have it with most of my students. So we have a word of the day on WhatsApp. So all of us will
Yeah.
try to make one sentence and send. You can have a personal word of the day. This word I'll use as many times as possible today.